Hello! Welcome back to another episode of Modded Kerbal Space Program. So, last time I kind of failed at sending some Kerbals to Duna, but it turns out that the server wanted me to send those Kerbals to Duna because I logged back in and the ship is here even though we reverted it. And now it's too late to revert it, so we're going to try and salvage it. I got them an encounter and set up a Kerbal alarm clock, and when that encounter comes, we're going to try and get them in and hopefully have enough Delta V to get them back. Otherwise, we're going to have to do some weird stuff or they're going to die, basically. So, and Bobby is looking to deploy some probes, I guess, right?
Yeah, I'm trying again to get them lined up with God, that is a frac ton of delta V. I'm trying to rotate my orbital my orbital plane here to get it to let's see here. Hold on. I need that to line up. I don't remember my orbit being this off.
It probably wasn't that off, but I don't know whether I think time passed somewhere. Like one of us was further ahead than the other one, and it
Okay.
sunk to them, so the moon orbited or something.
Uh, trying to
That kind of a thing.
trying to think how to best kind of correct this, because this right
I think
here.
your best bet would be to just get a solid equatorial orbit, then drop your probes and let them, with their delta V, kind of figure it out from there. I mean, how many probes did you bring?
Only one survived the trip here.
Oh, okay. Well, then just drop it down anywhere. It doesn't really matter where you drop it if you only have one probe, as long as you drop it somewhere you haven't been before.
Yeah, I haven't been really anywhere before around here. Maybe the
So I'm thinking about doing either some probes too, or just um, sending a ship and trying to do some biome hopping as well.
Actually, what if I add the maneuver here? Is oops.
Let's see how much Delta V does. I mean, there's still like 3,000 Delta V um in the lander stage of my Duna ship. I think I might just bring my not my Duna ship, my Minmus ship. I think I might just bring my Minmus ship to the Mun. I think that might be the best idea. Let's grab. We need a pilot. Hudred's gonna fly. And I'm just gonna save. And have I unlocked any more scientific gear to bring with us? I have a seismic thing. I don't know how those work, but might as well bring one, right?
I just deployed my whatchamacallit, my nose cone.
All right, let's. How much life support? We've got plenty of life support. Let's save and launch. So you're landing a probe.
Yep. I'm just gonna
Excellent.
speed up time here so I can align with my maneuver node. And then we're just going to slowly descend as long as this last stage has fuel down. We're just going to slowly descend back down onto the moon, onto the Mun, until I run out of fuel.
Excellent. I am bringing Hudred to the Mun, hopefully to gather some science. We'll see how that goes.
Running out of Kerbals because you sent them all on a death trip to Duna, aren't you?
Only 3. We have hundreds of Kerbals willing to sacrifice their lives for the greater good.
Oh, that happened when I lost my when I launched my fairings. I lost like two solar panels.
Whoops.
2 sets of solar panels. Well, I mean, there's also solar panels on my lower on each of my what was supposed to be each of my probes, which is now only 1 probe.
Did we ever figure out why you lost probes?
I think it's because I had a fairing misstage, or not a fairing, a decoupler misstaged. Because I put it on at the very end and it probably went to like stage 1 or something. And so it just kind of floated out of the fairing.
Okay, well that was catastrophic. Let's revert to launch here. My wonderful ship decided it was gonna wobble like crazy. Let's turn the gimbal way the heck down.
Alright, so I'm rotating my orbit so I'm a little bit more in line with...
Basically, I think I'll turn the gimbal completely off on the outer 2, and we'll leave the inner one at like 50%. CS on, throttle up.
Ah!
What's wrong?
I went the wrong... I hit full power instead of cut power.
Ah. Yeah, that would cause some problems.
Yeah. Especially when you're kind of... Let's see here. God, twice!
I think I'll wait till maybe like 100 ms before I start tilting over.
Alright, so we're going to point retrograde here. How much? I got a crap ton of fuel on this stage. Probably because I lost, a good chunk of weight on my way here when I lost a probe, but...
Yeah, that could cause some problems.
Point retrograde, warp to the apoapsis.
I'd love to get some more parts and stuff unlocked so that we could experiment with like single stage to orbit and that kind of stuff. But man, this tech tree is daunting.
Yeah, it is. All right, so we're going to drop our periapsis here to 12,000 meters and then warp to the periapsis.
Okay, I think I'm going to need a little bit more gimbal here. And by a little bit, I mean a lot more gimbal. Please. Thank you. Need more control.
And we're just going to slow this down as much as we can.
Okay, now we can back off the gimbal a little bit. Don't want to back off too much.
Let's see here. There we are. Oh, I'm still actually relatively lined up with that. So we are going to wait, and I have to do this intelligently, which, as we all know, isn't my strong suit. Let's warp to the apoapsis here as we approach. My apoapsis is now at 24,000 meters above the surface of the Mun. And I wish, actually, let's see here. Let's surface. let's see here. Here is my altitude. Since this is a probe, let's see here. So, I'm trying to figure out what my lowest, how low I can go with this stage without having to worry too much. So at this current orbit, let's speed up time here, and let's see if this goes.
How much delta V do you have left?
Below 20. Oh, that goes. Oh, we actually do have a high spot over there. So the lowest that goes is 17. It looks like. Oh no, 15, 14, 13, 12. So yeah, the most we can hack off. But I do get a lot closer to the ground. Let's just. I do get a lot closer to the ground there. So let's see here. Again, let's still try to do this intelligently. Is there something that tells you the difference between your altitude and the surface?
Wait,
Probably
what?
not. I'm looking for the difference between my I'm looking for the difference between my altitude and my okay, so I'm 7,000 above the surface here. So I can drop like 2,000 more meters here without having to worry about it. Well, actually, no, I take that back. I can drop a lot more. Because that's my... Yeah, so I'm trying to figure out, like, the highest, like, ground obstruction in my orbit.
Why?
So I can get as low as I can before I separate the next stage. So here the difference is, so let's
Why don't you just... How much delta V do you have left?
Right now I've got like 3,100. 3,100.
30 in that stage?
Yes. I don't...
You could literally just ride it to the ground. 3,100 is like...
Yeah.
That's enough for you to land, get to orbit, land again.
Yeah, but I don't have any... You're the one who told me not to put any landing gear on this thing.
Well, yeah. Exactly. It doesn't matter. You don't have landing gear. It doesn't just land on the engine.
All right.
You don't need to worry about getting low. Just ride it to the ground, and then when you feel like separating, just separate and let that stage you're separating crash into the surface.
Yeah, but F5 for safety. Yeah, but all right, okay. I see what you're saying, I think. Not really.
You don't have to, like, what I'm saying is that you don't have to stage while you're still orbiting. Just get your trajectory to the ground wherever you want it to be, you know?
Okay, so...
Okay, we gotta... Give me prograde here. Gimbal. Turn gimbal down.
Just gonna add a maneuver here, just so I can warp to the maneuver. Warping to the maneuver gives you a margin of 3 minutes, but warping to the apoapsis gives you a margin of nothing. No, they warp you right to the apoapsis.
Yeah. I totally missed my apoapsis here because I was distracted and my phone is ringing.
So we're here, and I'm just gonna get rid of that here. Okay.
Okay, well, this was a terrible orbit. Like, real bad.
So then when I get to about here, and maneuver, that's where I want to... That's kind of where I want to start, I guess, slowing down or doing something. I don't know. Right there is when I guess I want to... I don't necessarily want to shoot prograde. I actually want to shoot, like, radial, because I want to technically land over that. So let's... Because our speed is going to increase because we're, falling. Actually, here, we'll just warp to the maneuver node. I guess aircraft can't make that sound in space.
Okay, I need prograde. If this thing can even, like, turn there. I should have put a reaction wheel on here because, boy, when this thing still has the lower stages attached, it does not turn because lander cans don't have very much torque. Like, at all.
Okay, so we're coming over... I forget what the name of this crater is, but we are approaching that. Yes, I'll be fine with this crater, but I'm shooting for the canyon for just... Let's see. What's this? This is the east far side crater that I'm about ready to fly over. And I'm shooting for the canyon that is just off to the side of it here. So we are...
Okay, that's kind of around orbit, I guess. All right, we want to set target to the mun. And then
I want to go here.
right about here is where we will add a maneuver. Like so. Maybe. That does not have an apoapsis, does it? Doesn't appear to be. Don't really want to crash into the surface. So we're going to do something like that, I think. Let's tell our SAS to find the maneuver node and hold said maneuver node.
Oh, it switched me to surface. That's why I don't see any of my other orbital positions here.
Of course, it missed the maneuver node. I should have been watching that. Oh well. How's your landing or maneuver going?
I don't know. We'll find out. I'm either... It's one of those things where I hope I'm doing this correctly.
Okay.
To kind of line myself up here. But... Because, okay, I'm slowing myself down. And that's... narrowing my orbital radius here. All right, we're falling. We got plenty of, like... I kind of...
What's wrong?
Nothing. I am trying to do this correctly. That's all.
You didn't, like, build a maneuver ahead of time? Or
Well,
are you winging it?
I mean, there's really no maneuver I can do because I'm already on surface. I've got.
Okay.
Yeah. Right now I'm changing my angle, so I'm pushing more into the crater here, or into the ridge. There's the ridge right there. There is the ridge right there. So let's point ourselves radial.
All right, we got a transfer burn going here. But that'll do it for this episode. If you like the video, click like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time for some more modded Kerbal Space Program. Thanks for watching. Bye.